Greg, 3D Print Solid. We are doing an introduction video for our mega couplers and bumpers. These are for the Nerf MotoStrike and the Centurion. I think they may fit some off-brand magazines, but I don't know that for sure. So they will fit the 10-round magazines for the MotoStrike and the 6-round magazines for the Centurion. You can purchase two different ways. You can purchase the coupler by itself, which I have here shown. Comes with a set of rubber inserts, and you can also purchase the coupler and the bumper together, and you'll actually save a little bit of money doing that. You can purchase there's a third way. You can purchase the bumper by itself, but it's a little cheaper to buy the bumper and the coupler together. And just to make sure you understand, the rubber inserts are specifically for the coupler, and you will not get them if you order the bumper. They're not needed on the bumper. What the bumper does is gives you another point of contact for the magazines. It makes the coupling or the pairing of the magazines very strong, and when you go to switch them back and forth, it's just a lot more robust than just having the coupler itself. So that's probably the most reason why we're going to offer a bumper on this. Just because the magazines are so big, we try to keep the coupler very low profile. I can show you here on this one. We do have the Mega logo on the one side and the 3DPS on the other. There are 8 set screws, 4 on each side, and you'll notice that one side, the back side, is thicker on the back than it is on the front. And this will be the back of the magazine, so your dart would be facing forward this way. So back side, front side. So to install these, what you want to do is grab one of your magazines, place it into the coupler, very simply, and then when you take one of your rubber inserts, make sure the screws are loose enough for you to slide this up in. So you're just going to slide it up in there. And what this does is, this gives a very good grip or adhesion between the two surfaces, because plastic on plastic is usually very slippery. So we're using these rubber inserts to give a little bit more grab on the coupler to the magazines. Once you get that in, you just take there's a 3/32 hex key. You just want to snug these up. You don't want to over tighten them because you don't want to crush the magazine. What you can do is just, once you start to feel that it moves a little bit, now it does have them in the front as well, and if need be, you can snug these up as well. But sometimes just the back is good enough. Slide your other magazine in, take a second rubber insert, place it up in between the magazine and the coupler, and make sure that these screws are loose enough so you can do that. Also make sure that these screws are loose as well. So you see how that slides up in there, and then you can just snug these back up. You'll notice that if it slides and you just want to tighten them a little bit more, so it doesn't slide. You don't want either of them moving. Now in the shorter magazines, you may not need the coupler, and actually, because of the angle here, the coupler is probably not going to work anyhow. So if you if you're going to purchase these and you're going to be using this on the Centurion 6-round magazines, just buy the coupler itself and not the bumper, because the bumper is mainly meant for the 10-round magazines. So you can see this was a little bit loose. Tighten it up a little bit more. Okay, that's good and snug, and you're ready to install it into the gun. And you got plenty of clearance here for the magazine to bypass the body. Okay, so that is the 6-round magazines. Now I'll do an example with the 10-round magazines and also the bumper as well. So again, same thing. Make sure the names are readable. So it's pointed downward. This has a thick part and a thin part. Make sure your magazine is facing front. Darts goes that way. This goes in the back. And you get your inserts and slide them up in there. These also have 8 screws. Well, I guess I said that already. And take your second magazine, slide your insert up in there, and snug these down. And then when you're ready for the bumper, again, same thing. It has a thick part and a thin part. Still has 8 screws. Make sure the label is right. And then you can tell immediately, without even tightening the screws, that the support there is much greater. It's also grabbing on the rubber bumpers on the bottom of the magazines as well. And there you go. So you're all ready to load up. You can use the 6-round magazines in the Motor Strike if you wish. That also works. These magazines are very snug going in in the Motor Strike. That's from factory. I'm not sure why they're quite that snug, but I like it better because the normal half-inch dart magazines are quite loose. So I'll also give you an idea what these look like as well. There you go. If you have any questions, send us a message. Thanks for watching.